South Carolina Gamecocks. We stay in the state of Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to adjust the pattern. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country. 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class
snags it, and he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
They'll try the left side. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Now on the move. Past the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
As a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that they will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
To the 15. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Might be calling a hot route. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, they're after him. Trying to find the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Owens. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Hands it off. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Reed. Fires quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback and his tight end being on the same page. A little bit of a scramble drill right there where the quarterback had to get flushed out of the pocket, but his tight end was able to lock up with him and was able to mirror him, find an open area downfield. Quarterback makes a nice throw, you make the nice catch, and just like that, offense in the red zone.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Got his man. Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point was good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Sellers takes the easy one to the back. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Clark. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Sellers. He's got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. The 40. Past the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's Sellers to throw. They're working that left side. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. To the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Here's Reed to throw. Pucks it out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Sellers fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's McAllister. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll pull it down. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the single back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. In the red area, it's McAllister. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here's Sellers to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Sellers. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Reed. Snagged out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed finds his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Man, that's frustrating. Defensively, you think you got the quarterback in the backfield, and he scrambles around, buys some time, and then throws a stripe and ends up making a big play. You thought you had him? Nope.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Takes a handoff. It's Morrill.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Reed. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Fires toward the end zone. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Sellers. Got the back over the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Oh, he tosses it back. Got his man on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's Missouri in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line.
Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a a step and just dusted the field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. And that is not what he had in mind as he steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He's got the back in the middle.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Gets it out quickly. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Gonna run it. It's Clark. There's some room. Got enough for the first. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. He wants to change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Right down the middle. It's caught. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Again, it's Sellers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's got him. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. I tell you, when this drive drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. On the move, it's Moore. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throwing Reed. Oh, he makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep...
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18.
Throwing Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. On the ground, it's McAllister. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. On target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. His third down played more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Sellers from the gun on third down. There he goes. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Sellers to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick. 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Texas A&M 42, South Carolina 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give, it's McAllister. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Sellers throws to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.